Hello guys, it's me, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about altars, and also I'm going to be giving you an altar tour. Now before we begin, of course, I do want to tell you what an altar is, amongst many other things. Now, essentially, an altar is a space that you consecrate in order to make sacred. With that being said, an altar is a sacred space that you pretty much use for your magical workings or devotional practices. Now, with that being said, an altar can be one that is permanent or it can be temporary. Adding to that, an altar can quite literally look like anything. Right here, where I live, mine looks like this. While I was doing the Disney College program, mine looked like, I'm assuming the bubble is going to be here. It looked like that, which I suggest that you also watch that video so that you guys can get a little bit more info on altars. An altar can be placed literally anywhere, as long as you have a place that is comfortable for you to do your workings on. That can be your altar. If you're the type of person that are not able to have a permanent altar like I do, essentially you're going to opt for a temporary altar. Temporary altar is essentially a space that you're going to be, whether it be, floor, surface, anything, it is essentially a space that you're going to be using in order to, do your practices. So essentially you're gonna, consecrate a little area, you're gonna place your stuff, and then you're gonna actually do your working, right? If you're the type of person that works a lot with devotional practices, then that is, what you're going to be using it for. If you do magical workings, then of course you're going to use it for that. Altars essentially have a lot of uses, so you do with it what you will. Altars, they can have quite literally anything, as long as it is important to you and your own practice and your own spiritual path, then that is what you're going to be including in the altar. Now, there are traditional stuff that people tend to include in their altar, but remember that your own practice, for the most part, will, it can, but for the most part, it will be slightly, if not entirely different than from anybody else. So what I have may be something that you may not have, and if you do, then look at us, twinsies. But yeah, now that I have gotten that out of the way, I do want to talk a little bit about travel altars. So travel altars are what I consider to be temporary altars, because essentially the reason why you would wish to have a travel altar is for whenever it is you're going to be traveling, you want to be able to have the stuff that you consider to be necessary for you to partake in your own practice, right? So if you are the type of person that works a lot with candles, then you would have, a candle and matches. If you're the type of person that works with petition papers and sigils, you're going to be having pen and paper. If you're the type of person that works a lot with herbs, then you're going to be having, the herbs that you, for the most part, work with. If you work with oils, then you're going to be, having oils, crystals, etc. So essentially, whatever it is that you use in your practice, you're going to be having in your travel altar. Now, the reason, of course, why it's going to be a temporary altar, the travel altar, I mean, is because, it's one that you're not going to be having there for a long period of time, but rather for the time being while you're in the place that you're going to be. And also, some people, they don't just place their altar, the temporary altar there and leave it there while they're in their location, but rather they place it, do their working, it's done, and they put it back in the container in which they have the travel altar in. Now, travel altar, similar to the permanent altar, can look like literally anything. A lot of people opt for small, I don't want to say packet, but like a small, easy to travel with container. It can be a little, I don't want to call it a box, but like a tin thingamabobber, a box. It can be a bag, pretty much anything that literally is able to have the stuff that you need. Mine is actually a box similar to this one. I do have it on bookshelf, but I'm gonna show you the bookshelf because that's actually part of my altar, but that's a whole other conversation that I'm gonna get into later. But I do have my travel altar there. I am gonna make a separate video showing you guys what's inside of my travel altar, but I don't want to show it now because like quite literally the video is gonna be too long and I'm trying to keep it short, or as short as possible. But yeah, they can look pretty much like similar or entirely different, because for the most part a lot of people, when it comes to permanent altars, they do not take stuff out from here to add it to their temporary altar, their travel altar, but rather they get different things, or they get the same thing but in a smaller size. So if you have a wand or if they have a wand in their permanent altar, they will not necessarily take their wand, but rather they're gonna make a smaller version, or they're gonna buy a smaller version of the one that they have, whether it be the same wand or a completely different wand. Same thing goes for crystals, notebooks, etc. Now when it comes to books of shadows, quite literally, because it is a temporary and a travel altar, they're not gonna have a big notebook, or rather they're gonna have a little smaller notebook or an even smaller one, so that they can, have it fit in their container or box. Now, with all of that information out of the way, I am actually now going to be giving you the tour of my altar. Now, I do want to apologize for the background noise. There's quite literally nothing I can do. It's just, it is what it is. But without further ado, I'm just gonna show you. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see me, but if not, then I'm not really the main point of the video, so that's okay. So first thing that I'm going to show you is this. Actually, let me just get to this side because it's just like the one that has like least stuff. So right here I have on the left side, I do have my Book of Shadows, or as I like to call it, my Biblia Sacra. And essentially, it's decently big, and I am hoping to get a bigger one because quite literally I need it. But yeah, so on the left side I do have my Biblia Sacra. Now, I forgot to mention, if you guys would like to know what a Book of Shadows, Biblia Sacra, whatever you want to call it, essentially a Book of Shadows, if you guys want to know what a Book of Shadows is, I highly do encourage you to watch my video where I go into like a lot of detail upon what it is, how to make one, if you are opting for a digital version, how to pretty much prepare it, and when it comes to printing, that as well, how to design it. It's like, it's a lot of good information, so highly suggest you check it out. The link is going to be right in the bubble over there, so there's that. Now over here I do have my singing bowl. I have a video where I pretty much like test it out. It's really lovely. I pretty much use this to cleanse my crystals, or I guess tune them, and also whenever it is that I feel that I need to use it, which is honestly not that much, but for the crystals, and considering that I do use crystals a lot in my own magical workings, then quite often when it comes to that. Now over here I do have my cauldron. It's a cute little cauldron. Got it as a gift a long time ago. What it looks like. Right now I don't have anything inside because I literally cleaned it like 2 days ago, so then over here I got it right here. I got a little jar that I got in Target while I was in Florida, and yeah, it's really cute. I do want to find a little like cork because I do want to use it for something. I just do not know what right now, but I do know that if I'm gonna be using it, I do need a cork. Otherwise, I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna like be messy or so. Also, this is a little bit dusty, but it is what it is for now. Then I have a jar with stuff in it, a magical working. I'm not gonna show it because it is just a normal thing. You don't really show your magical working while it's in practice, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna give too much detail, but it is that. Now I do have, actually, this is just a little spoon. I do have a little baby spoon, a cute spoon that I use whenever it is that I'm working with herbs and I want to place them anywhere inside of a jar, or honestly just anywhere. If I need to mix stuff, this is what I use. If I if I am going to be using my mortar and pestle, which I got in Marshall's a long time ago actually, then I use this spoon to scoop it out and, you know, place it. Now right here I have my goddess statue. This statue I got off of Amazon. I believe it was around like 70, 80, something along the lines of dollars. And I loved it because it does represent, you know, the maiden, mother, and crown, the moon phases, you know, symbols that are associated with them and those aspects. And yeah, I just really loved it, and so I got it. I do believe that this statue has like a specific goddess associated with it. However, I don't work with that one particular goddess, but rather, you know, the Great Mother, who has 3 aspects of herself, and because they are represented within this statue, that is why I work with this one. Now, I do have another working here. We're not gonna get into it, but essentially it's just, you know, stuff for me. And then we have over here a glass of water. This is essentially my chalice. Now, I am not going to be buying a chalice for like $15 or something when I have, you know, glasses right here. So that's why it is there, and honestly it works wonders. Essentially the reason why it has water is because I do try my best to give offerings of water as much as I can. If I'm able to do it daily, then I do it daily. If not, then I do it whenever I am able to. Now, right here you have my pentacle. Got it as a gift, the same thing, a long time ago, and it has a little lit teacup candle. I don't know the name of it. Devotional candle? I don't think so. Anyways, a little candle, and the reason why it is lit is because quite literally when I light it, you know, I say a little prayer inviting the gods to spend time with me, and essentially that's why usually my candles are lit throughout the day. So if you've ever been to like my bedroom, then that's why. I invite them in every morning after I wake up, or whenever I wake up, and start my day. But that's a whole other practice that I would like to like make a video about. In the back over here, I do have my incense stick burner thingamabobber. I do make offerings of incense whenever I am able to. I do have my little offering bowl. It's not really like a bowl, but it's, you know, it's a bowl like-ish. Well, actually it is a bowl, never mind. But yeah, I do have this. I do tend to I don't do it as often anymore, but I do tend to offer fruits. Sometimes I do not know what these are called in English, but like vianda. So if I am eating potatoes, then I give, you know, potatoes. If I am having jaldilla, then I offer that. Anything like that. I do not give meat because like that's just not appropriate. I had a whole thing happen a few a while back, like quite a while back, literally by the time that I made the offering video, which if you want to learn how to make them, I also have a video about that right over there. Highly suggest that you watch it. And I just said, you know what, I am not going through that again, so never mind. I do have a little bell. I don't really use the bell that often. I bought it for like $2-3 in like schools and craft, I don't know, like little shop that I have near me. So, you know, it was cheap. I got it. I was like, you know, I need it. No, I don't. I barely use it, but you know, whenever it is that I feel like I have to use it, then I do. I do have a wand. The one that I had in the past quite literally broke. Like I don't even remember how. I think I was cleaning my altar, and then I placed everything in my bed, and then I don't know what happened. I think something fell on it, or I sat on it, I don't even know, and then, you know, it broke. But essentially this is my new wand. I will be honest, I rarely use wands, but you know, sometimes I do use it. So this is here. you may recognize the wand. It is quite literally a non-interactive wand from Universal Studios. It is made out of resin. I highly suggest that if you're going to have a wand, maybe do not spend like 40-50 bucks on like, you know, a piece of resin, but rather go into nature and get a stick that you like and that, you know, call it a day. But, you know, I'm slightly materialistic, so I was like, you know what? I literally want a wand either way from Harry Potter, so I might as well, you know, just, you know, 2 for 1. Wanted it anyways, and I also practice magic, so I might as well just use it for both, you know what I mean? So there's that. Then I have this bowl with my crystals over here. I have tourmaline. I have, oof, you missed me with this one. I don't remember the name. I think it's opal. I could be wrong. Do let me know in the comment section below if you know what this green stone is, because I do not. I have citrine, I have rose quartz, I have this pendulum that I quite literally just do not remember the name of, but it's essentially like a it's gonna sound so weird, but like a galactic glittery university-ish stone. It looks really pretty. I do have green bloodstone. I think this is another opal. I do not remember. Like I said, citrine. I also have clear quartz. You know, I have quite a few. Amethyst. I think I have 2 blue ones. I do not know which one is which. Neither do I know like what they are. I do have. They were actually gifts. Like the ones that I don't know which one they are. They were gifts, and I've been not studying what they are, so that's my responsibility, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're just not. But there's this, and then in the back I have the stuff that I use for cleansing and purifying my space. So, you know, we have sage, and then we have Palo Santo. This little bowl, I got it in Target when I was in Florida. It was, I think, about like $5, not $5, I think $5-4-ish. I don't remember, but something along the lines of that. Then we have the polar opposite yet equal to the goddess. So we have the god, the horn god to be specific. We have Cernunnos. Got it the same seller, same place, Amazon. And yeah, I literally fell in love with this statue. I actually discovered it. Actually, I discovered this one first, and then I got this one because I saw it in the same place that I got it. So essentially, I saw someone have this statue on a Facebook group. I think it was Brothers of the Craft, if I'm not mistaken. And I literally fell in love with it, and I was like, bro, I like need it. Like it looks like exquisite. Like oh my god. So there's that. And then I have water. This is solar water. So what I use these for is essentially for watering my plants, which I'm going to get into in just a little bit. So essentially, yeah, I just set it outside. When I woke up, I think it was 2 days ago. When I woke up in the morning when the sun was like at dawn essentially, and I set it outside, said a prayer, and then I let it for a few hours up until the sun was going down, and I was like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna just take it back inside, and there we go. Every time my plants are like thirsty, hungry, you know, wanting a little bit of love, I put this inside of here and I mist them. Or if they're like thirsty, like dehydrated, that's when I like actually, you know, open it and pour it inside. Now what else? So here I have my little pouch, has my tarot deck. I do have a video where I do show like the tarot deck that this is, but essentially, I don't know the name. Art Nouveau, something like that. Quite literally, it's just amazing. Like, I don't know if you guys can see like the the golden like reflection thing, but it's so beautiful, and like they're all like that, and oh, I literally love it. Like I fell in love with it. Now inside of the pouch, it's a little surprise. Oh, almost let it fall. And it is a tiger's eye, and the reason why I have it inside is for clarity. So essentially, you know, tarot cards, readings, you know, I'm trying to get clarity upon whatever situation that it is that I'm trying to, you know, find an answer to, or rather should I say some guidance for, then, you know, that is what that is for. Now, here I have my other crystal quartz. This was a gift as well. Long time ago. I have here black salt. And essentially, I got this as it's not a gift, like I won this because I was at an event, and I won like a basket. It was like a raffle. No, that's not a raffle. Yeah, I think it's raffle, you know. Essentially, you know, you pay like $1, and then like I think you get a number or something, and like then they like mix them up, pick up a paper, pay the number, and then you win. So essentially I won. And this was there. I got it. I have not found yet like or like I haven't found like a reason to use that yet. I don't feel like I need to as of now. So it's just sitting there. You guys already know what this is for. Now let me introduce you. Actually, okay, I'm gonna do that later. Here I have my little notebook, and this is my gratitude journal. So in here, I try to write as much as possible. This is an entry that I did in April 26, 2021, where I actually got some of the crystals here, a book, and I don't remember what else, but essentially it was wrapped in like basically this red paper, and it had this flower, and I just wrote about it, and I'm so thankful. Girl, you know who you is. I still have it. So yeah, I basically write everything that I'm grateful for, whether it be like something that just happened, or like something that happened throughout the week, or etc. Again, I write in it as much as I can, but realistically, I wish that I would be able to write in every day. But you know, sometimes I just don't feel inspired enough to do it. But either way, again, every time that I can, I do. Now, here I do have a Be Mindful notebook, and it is a journal that pretty much is focused around mindfulness. Now, I did start it, but then I stopped using it. No reason in particular. I just stopped. It was, you know. And then here I have another notebook. This is more just like, it's more general-ish / an actual diary journal / gratitude journal / anything I put in it journal type of thing, if I'm being quite honest. This came before this. So everything literally, and I've had this for like a long time. I think 2019. And I just, you know, it's still not full. So I literally just use it whenever it is that I need paper for like petitions, you know, whenever it is that I want to make a sigil, whenever it is that I feel like I need to write something down. That is what this notebook is literally for. Amongst, I guess, many other things. I don't know. It's very like in the moment type of notebook. These, you know, they are scissors, and essentially I use these for whenever it is that I have to cut stuff. I do have yarn in under my bookshelf, so you know, whenever I'm using yarn or anything like that I need to cut, then I use these. Now for my babies, so this is Aurora. My best friend named her because well, she named her, you know, super random, but I was like, yo, like, it actually fits her because it actually reminds me of Aurora, so, like, the singer, and she's one of my faves, so, Aurora. And, yeah, she is a flamingo flower, like, oof, bless. Now, we have Sabrina. Now, the reason why I named her Sabrina is because she is a zebrina plant, so, you know, Sabrina, so, yeah. Love my baby. This is Flora. I got her in Comic Con. She's going through something. I'm doing my best. But she's still loved. You know, she is loved a lot. You know, she's lovely, but oof, she's going through it. And then we have this one, which is Flora's child, but you know, it's still growing. It doesn't really have a name yet, but it's still a work in progress, you know. Now, this is a little spray that I use whenever it is that I do not feel like I should use this one. I use this one instead. And I'm gonna open this right here. Actually, I'm gonna open the one on the bottom first because it makes more sense for me to do that. Now, I do want to say these two, I got them together, and I got them when I was in Florida because they do not ship to Puerto Rico. So I bought as many things as I could. They were not shippable here. So yeah. So, you know, they both have like locks. Like literally they both look the same. Like literally they are both the same. The only thing that changes is like the size. So essentially this is what it looks like. Super beautiful. You know, I don't lock them because I don't really feel the need to lock them. But in this one, I don't really have a lot. Those who know me know that I collect random stones, and yeah, I do have like actual like stones from like places that I've gone. Don't ask me where I got each stone because I do not know. Some of them I did find them like in the beach, but then I have that little pouch over there with like other essentials for cleansing. I do have what's it called, like a lighter. Then I have little stones that I got from Dollar Tree over here. And yeah, there's that. Yeah, I have nothing more. Bloop. There we go. And then we have this one over here. Again, same thing, just different size. And it literally only has like these little pouches. It has a little rock that I like. Then I have this little amulet. I forgot the name of it. But essentially my roommate slash best friend from Florida, the Disney College program, he found it, and essentially I was like, I mean, can I have it? And so he was like, yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah, he gave it to me. So yeah, I loved it. And then I have this necklace that was in my Florida altar, and yeah, it's essentially two turtles, and to me they represent longevity, and because, you know, it does have like a little baby on top, they also represent family, and because my mom gave it to me, I'm assuming this is like mother and son, or at least that's like the meaning that I gave it, you know. So there's that. I also have my hagstone, and this hagstone quite literally was in a red thread. I basically consecrated it and made it into a necklace. And the reason why I made it was because I wanted to have like a little bit of extra protection, you know, because of COVID. And, you know, obviously I did not depend on this to like keep me safe. But I do want to say that it was very curious that the necklace literally broke. Not the stone, the necklace itself broke. Literally the night before I actually got sick. So there's that. And I was sleeping, so I'm like shook. I also made two. The first one broke out of nowhere, and then I was like, nah, baby, I'm gonna get the other one. And so I did. And this one is that one. And what else do I have? Yeah, I don't have anything else. That would be pretty much it. Now, I do want to show you guys my bookshelf because quite literally the bookshelf is also an altar, at least for me, because in the bookshelf I have a lot of the stuff that I literally use in my own practice, you know. And even though I don't like do my magical workings on the bookshelf itself, it does have a lot of the stuff that a lot of the tools that I use in my own practice. And I constantly have to like go from here to there and there to here. So that is why I also consider my bookshelf as part of my altar. And as you probably could tell, quite literally, my bookshelf is literally right next to the altar for convenience. And also because I literally had no more space, so I just had to place it there. So without further ado, I'm going to be showing you my bookshelf. This over here is essentially my little bookshelf. Ooh, right? Now that you guys have seen that, I'm gonna explain everything and do it as fast as I can. This is a necklace I got a long time ago from Wish. I kept it because it looked really pretty. This I won in the same raffle that I won the black salt. This over here is essentially, as you can see, books and oracle cards related to archangels and angels as well. I do have my decks here, so these are like all of the decks that I have. This is one that I got off of like what's it called, Marshalls. Oh no, oh darn, Marshalls. I really liked it, so I got it. They're also like playable cards, so I fell in love with the way that it looked, the feel. I do have a video showcasing these, so do check it out. I have fairy tarot cards. I have these bad boys that I got as a gift. I have this shell, these two shells actually, that I got off of the beach. I have this beautiful bowl that has the little stones from the Beltane ritual that I did. These are here up until the next Sabbath. Then I have these decks over here. I got this from a friend. Comic-Con, this is a tarot deck that I actually use, that one that I have in my pouch. I used to use this one, but not anymore. I got this from a friend. She gave it to me as a gift, and it is a beautiful deck. I'm actually thinking of making a little like deck like tour, I guess. This is something that I got from Florida. Usually when people self-term or are like finishing their program in the Disney College program, they tend to give stuff away. So I just picked it up literally. And then I have like other books such as, you know, crystal books, elemental stuff. I do have this book that does have like other oracle decks. Sorry, its own oracle deck there, but I really don't use it, so it's this there. I have these two other books, and bada bing bada boom, this side is done. Also, I do have this little charm for protection over here. And then this is my witchcraft section. So a lot of the things that I have here are essentially related to witchcraft. So, you know, we have Solitary Witch. Even though this is pretty Wicca centric, a lot of it is surrounding the topic of witchcraft. I have this right here. We're not really going to talk about it because this is literally just a block of candle that is scented, and I want to use it because I have a like a wax warmer thing, so that's why it's there. I do reuse these, so you may see a few of them lying around in my altar space. So yeah, these are all the books that I so far have. These are the candles that I have right now. Then I have this beautiful clock timer thing that I bought on Target, and it is so beautiful and it's so useful whenever it is that I'm studying. So there's that. Then we have my Wicca section, and essentially I have some matches because I, you know, lit the candles and just placed it there. I have a bookmark, another jar of the one that, you know, they're just different. I have the triple goddess statue that I bought. It is so beautiful, by the same person whom I bought those two statues from. You know, these are all the books that I have. Beautiful, very informative books. That over there is my travel altar. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video about it some other time. This is just a Bluetooth speaker that I got, and I love it, but it was super expensive, so I do not recommend you guys get it unless you kind of want the aesthetic. But that's a whole other topic. Then here I have other books, and they're just, I think you could call it miscellaneous-ish, not really. So I do have like mythology stuff on the chakra. I do have the book that was gifted to me, and other books that are related to tarot and herbs. Do have a jar with like essentials such as, you know, pen, paper, a spray. Do have more sprays. Then you have essential oils, jar, herbs. I do have this, and I'm gonna get judged, but like I don't care. We're practitioners of witchcraft, how crazy can you get? This is a jar full of my hair because I have been starting to work with like using tag locks of myself whenever it is that I am doing stuff on myself. So yeah, this is literally like full of my hair. Every time I detangle my hair, I set it out to dry. I mean, you know, the hair that like is on my comb, I just like, or brush, I just collect it, dry it, and if it has like, you know, buildup or anything, I clean it, and then I dry it, and then I just basically place it in here. And then you have my moon water jar. And how I differentiate the moon water with the solar water is that the moon water doesn't have anything, it is just literally white, while the solar has the red. And then we have these bad boys. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. And then we have these bad boys. Here I have a wide variety of candles. So I have 2 new black candles. I have my incense sticks that I use for offerings, and some yarn, and yeah, that's literally pretty much it. And this, even though again it is not necessarily considered like an altar, like a typical altar, because I do use the stuff that's here, I do consider this space to be like my sacred space. Quite literally, this entire space right here is my sacred space. Because I know you guys are going to be really curious, this is my ancestor altar. I'm still learning and growing in terms of like working with my ancestors, so I can't really give you guys too much like detail, but essentially, you know, I do have these oracle decks right here. This is the reading of yesterday. I do have to like make another one, though I'm thinking about making the readings like a weekly thing and not so much like of a daily thing. This is my candle, same reason I have this one turned on. Some water, same thing. I have this beautiful plant, her name is Anne, and I have Florida water and basically like eggshells, but it's been crushed so much that it basically turned into like a type of chalk. And yeah, I did add plants into my altars because I wanted to bring life into my sacred space, and that's why they have them there. And yeah, this is pretty much it. This is the beauty that I call home, my sacred space. Oh yes, that would be all for today's video. I do want to ask what you thought about it. Is there something that you learned that you did not know before? Did you find inspiration for you when it comes to you making your own, which I really hope that you did find inspiration in this video. Yeah, I think that would be all. I don't want to make the video more longer than it already is. So with that being said, I do hope that you guys are good, that you guys are safe, healing, and yeah, without further ado, if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys later. You made me feel so much better.